Should you share your goals publicly? You may have heard these examples from friends, family members, or you may have even said it yourself. I'm going to lose 20 pounds by a certain holiday, or I'm going to start a business, or I'm going to change careers. Maybe I'm going to write a book or start a podcast. This is common practice, but I'm asking you, is it a good idea for you to share your goals publicly? Hi, I'm Sabrina Reynolds of SabrinaReynolds.com and Godly Go-Getter. Now, I know that there are a lot of different opinions out there on this particular topic. And I just wanted to take a moment to explore some of the pros and the cons of sharing your goals publicly. Let's start with the pros. I like starting with the pros. Pro number one is it makes you more accountable. Letting yourself down in private is one thing. There's no harm. Nobody even knew about it, right? But being held accountable by your peers, subconsciously, that really helps you to push towards actually getting it done. Pro number two is that it moves your goals from just being a thought that's bouncing around in your head to reality. Most of us keep our goals inside, which makes them less tangible. When you actually put them out there for the whole world to see, or at least your close circle of friends, that's transformational. It's no longer imaginary, it's alive. Pro number three, it keeps you focused. It really does. It's out there. So now you have that challenge to step your game up. You got to step it up, right? If you're typically that person that has trouble focusing, sharing your goals could prove to be helpful by keeping you on track and focused. Pro number four is that you stay motivated. It's no secret. Having sustained motivation is a challenge for most people. You're not alone. So your motivation is likely to stay higher when you share your goals out loud. Now, all of this seems great, but what about the cons? Can sharing my goals out loud be detrimental to my success? Well, let's explore that. One con is that sharing your goals can make you more preoccupied with what others think. Now, if you find yourself preoccupied with what others think, sharing your goals in public right now may be a con for you. Accountability is very different from fear of peer ridicule or public ridicule. When you're preoccupied with what others think of you, I really think that you should seriously consider addressing that first. The truth is, when you're emotionally and spiritually healthy, you're less likely to be obsessed or too overly concerned with the opinions of others. Another con is that others are likely to sabotage you. I know that's a hard truth because you can have people in your life that really, they want the best for you. They have your best interests at heart, but the truth is that there are others that don't. Some of these people might even be in your inner circle of friends and family. Many people, they absolutely want you to do well. They just don't want you to be doing better than they're doing. So when you share your big goals and you're successful or moving towards it, it forces them to really look at their own selves. And people sometimes feel the need to justify their own shortcomings, and that's uncomfortable. So it's much easier to discourage you than to actually address why they're not successful and why they're not pushing towards their own goals. Now, on the surface, this kind of discouragement, these cons, can seem harmless. But the truth is, it isn't. As an example, you're trying to run a marathon and someone says, "Are you sure you want to run a marathon? Don't you have bad knees?" Or, "I would rather spend time with my husband and children instead of spending it running by myself." Statements like that sometimes can knock the motivation out of you. That is the honest truth. So as we can see, announcing your goals, it can have some negative consequences. So the big question is, should you share your goals in public or just keep them to yourself? I believe that it really depends on what works best for you. Yeah, you have to ask yourself these questions. Am I easily discouraged by what others say or think about me? Do I have wise, godly counselors, godly friends that are in my inner circle, that are in my ear, that are really close to me? Also ask yourself, am I emotionally and spiritually healthy enough to share this goal out loud right now? I have tried it both ways, and at times it has exposed my own insecurities. And there were also times where it exposed the true motives of those who were in my circle. Now, it's tough. It was not easy, many tears, but now I can look back on those experiences as growth lessons, that I actually get to share with you. And I want to encourage you to try it both ways. See what's more effective for you. My prayer is that this topic really challenges you to step outside of your comfort zone and really to evaluate some of the things that are inside your motives, your people who are around you. If you want to learn more about how to set and achieve your goals effectively, I want you to go ahead and visit my website. That's sabrinareynolds.com to learn more about Godly Goal Getter. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. And I want you to remember to do something today that your future self and future generations will thank you for. Be blessed.